Too much, ain't enough, ain't enough. Where you from? Throw it out, going nuts.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, quickly approaching this year's All-Star break. Tonight it's Charlotte as they'll be playing against...
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. We are outstanding, DA. Thank you. As we reach the halfway point in the season, Steve, how much does a team's depth start to play a part?
It plays a lot. I mean, if you have lack of it, then you start to see the guys that needed some rest or those nagging injuries, you can't rest them. You got to play them, especially if you're jockeying for position, looking down the road for playoffs. And then the teams who are, I would say, have all the depth in the world, those coaches have it great. They get a chance to pick and choose. They sit some guys. I know the league doesn't like that, and they get a chance to start some other guys. They manage minutes and manage injuries very well when you have a deep team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Heat, Dragic and Wade, the two playmakers in the guard spots. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Bogdanović. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. Lets it go from 14. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Richardson.
You have to like seeing Mirotic take these mid-range shots. He's not afraid to fire from there.
Outside, Bogdanović. Siakam kicks to Dragic. Pass to Towns. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. A nice shot by Bogdanović.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Wade against Booker. Outside Mirotic. Back to Booker. Out left to the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Spurs.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
They show real guts, nabbing that victory in overtime. No doubt they are a better team because of that one moving forward. Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
Now here's Walker. After the miss from Goran Dragic. Here's Siakam. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Dragic kicks to Siakam. Wade passes to Towns. Shoots over Mirotic. Towns, no luck. Charlotte's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Takes the 13-footer. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that had to be a defensive mix-up. They know he can hit from that spot.
Yeah, a big miscommunication early. They allow his first points of the day.
And Bogdanović kicks to Wade. Pass to Towns. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Towns has got his first points of the game.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Now here's Walker. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Mirotic. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
The big fella, Mirotic, going hard to the cup. He's got the size to finish inside.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Dragic finds Towns. Back to Dragic from past the arc. And the Heat, another 3.
Goran Dragic is a guy used to having the ball in his hand. This time, he finishes on the catch and shoot.
Wade against Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat out front, up by All-star big man Karl Anthony Towns is hungry.
I want to be the best player who ever played. And
on his coaches, Greg, and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Yeah, I mean, so many of their points coming in the paint that they're running the offense all the way through.
You know their coach likes it, working for high percentage looks and converting them.
We've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Kemba Walker is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Richardson in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Walker looking for an opening. Outside Mirotic. Off target from three-point range.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
The putback, and it's Towns on the follow.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Mirotic against Towns. Fires from 14, and with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket for Mirotic.
Mirotic is not phased at all. Doesn't matter what you're throwing his way, he's going to top it.
Here's Towns. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Walker kicks to Booker. And the 3 off target. Miami leading by 6. And it's Wade in the corner. No good on the 3.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. The terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
Siakam passes to Dragic, and it's Bogdanovic in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. Booker outside. Passes to Walker. In the corner, it's Richardson. To the wing right side. Mirotic's shot is off. The Heat leading by 7. To the inside. Here's Siakam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And so Booker will bring it up for Charlotte. Here's the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
And so it's the Miami Heat All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt in their favor. It's now a 7. And now with the second.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
And night after night, man, it just becomes common to watch him rip through teams, and that's exactly what we saw there in the first half.
What I admire is his consistency. Some guys get it done every other night. He gets it done every night.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Dragic and Wade, the 2 playmakers in the guard spots. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Siakam in at the 4.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Charlotte trails by 5. To the paint, stolen by Wade. Down low. Siakam, good. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night. You know, Steve, when it comes to playing with maximum intensity, who is at the top of the list for you?
Russell Westbrook by far. I mean, this guy right now is
yeah, right. I love
all
that.
intensity. I think Draymond Green is another one of those guys. Marcus Smart. I think the Morris twins, those guys step up for me. Just speed and power. They play with a lot of intensity. Is all over their demeanor.
Dragic kicks to Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Mirotic. The pass to Walker. Back to Mirotic. Shoots over Towns. Mirotic's shot is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yep, that one goes.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Walker kicks to Booker. Bogdanovich finds Booker. Outside, Walker. 5 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Looking to get back on track here. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
Ball's knocked loose. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. In fourth, the Heat.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, you see Mirotic, and at times, Steve, he seems unstoppable, and at other times, he just can't seem to get anything going.
You know, he's one of the streakier players in the entire league. At this point, it's just who he is as a player. Hopefully, that can change.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Miami. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And, of course, Charlotte, 3.5 back.
And checking out Charlotte, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
They really have. And maybe it's not the time to close the book on their season just yet, but that time isn't far off.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Dragic. Knocks it loose and stolen by Booker. Richardson gets a wide open look. From 13 feet, it goes down. Richardson's got 4 this quarter. The Heat leading by 8. Dragic looking for an opening. Pass to Towns. Outside Dragic. Knocked away.
Tough night for him shooting the basketball, but this team has been resilient. That's why they've held the lead.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
The shot by Wade, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wade against Booker. Kicks it out to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Richardson's got 6. And so it's the Miami Heat in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Kemba Walker is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. Then there's Richardson. And it's Mirotic in at the center. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Walker the pass to Mirotic. And Booker kicks to Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Left side Mirotic. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Just 2 to shoot. Shot's good by Walker. The Heat leading by 7. To the middle. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. But they recover it. Wade for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 10 points for Wade.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Walker finds Mirotic. Now here's Booker. He's tightly guarded, and it's good from the elbow.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
And it's Wade with the ball for Miami. Outside Bogdanovich. Inside, here's Siakam. Here's Towns, and Mirotic sends it back. In the corner, it's Richardson. Back to Booker. Outside Mirotic. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to Richardson. Shoots over Towns. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Miami leading by 8. Outside Dragic. Unloads from 9. And Towns finishes inside.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on them.
Charlotte calls timeout. They trail by 10. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He said, guys, we look like we're running in mud. Let's get out and see the early offense. And if it's not there, let's run the half-court offense. Pretty good advice, Kevin.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
So it's Charlotte with it. Here's Booker. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Rockets the pass to Wade. Over Mirotic. And the dunk by Towns.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Heat.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
And already a leader at such a young age, Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
Booker against Wade. 14 feet away. Pass to Harrison. Passes it to Bullock. Harrison scanning the floor. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Shot goes out the jet, he's a bad man. Me, I'm a Superman.